Hi, happy Wednesday. Hope you have a great Wednesday today. Oklahoma has a lot of rain. Finally, it stopped. So I'm glad I see a little bit sun, but outside my backyard so wet. So now the spring is here. It's a time to make some flower cards, okay? I know every time when I see the new release stamps, I always say I have so many flowers already. I don't need any, but I actually giving again. I know I like the hydrangeas, and I like the way they pair with the mask. So give you another way to color the image. So hi Pan. So this is the stamp set I'm gonna to show you today. Like I said, you can always see on the front of the stamp, it says the image at 75%. So the real flower is actually much bigger than what shows on here. So this is the real size. So you can see the difference, right? Okay. And also, okay. As usual, the dies, they are not only cut out these images, but also have additional, like, you can cut out the leaf in this style and like this. And some of these extra leaves in little petal, which is this one. So this is the set, okay? And you can see the main flower for this stamp set is these two flowers. So they actually come with the masking here, okay? So this will help you to color the image. We had this a lot, like not a lot in the past. So, but just in case you don't know, just want to let you know, sometimes this is kind of confusing. So Stampin' Up has this like little mark here, so you know this is the right side, okay? So you kind of line them up like that, okay? And they also like sweet enough, I would say they put a number here. I'm not sure if you can see it. This is 3, okay? This one is 4, and that is 5. So this is kind of a guide to how to, okay, so this is in right order. So this is the guide to show you how to color them. So it's 1 here. I really don't know if you can see it. 1, 2 here, and the 3, 4, and 5 is for the leaves. So this is the tool for you to color these two flowers. Okay, so of course I like hydrangeas. So this is the card I want to show you today. And from here, you probably think this is just kind of a basic card, but I want to make the basic card a little bit special. So it's a fun fold. So the card base, and this is how you fold your card. So the middle is a little bit smaller. So give it a little bit twist, okay? And another thing I want to bring up is this is a new set. It's called Pattern of Friendship. Of course, these sentiments are great, but the reason it's caught my eye is because of this die. And this die, kind of serve us like an embossing folder. I'm not sure if you remember, we have this from the past. It's actually cut this stitch detail for the leaves, and this one is for the stripes. So I like this kind of a die. Sometimes embossing folder like give you the texture of the paper, but it's kind of too much. So this will make card like a little bit interesting, but it's not like overpowering. I guess that's how you say that. So this is what I want to bring up. I think this will be on the new catalog. Okay. And also, I want to show you this one is called Lovely Garden, the designer series paper. They designed to go with this stamp set. So one side is this floral design. I like this very colorful image. Okay, like that. One side is like flower, and the other side is more like just one color, very basic, you know, design. So you can use them for all kind of project. It's very, very pretty. Okay. And I think, okay, in the past, usually the die can cut this like designer series paper out, but for this one, I don't think they can, even though you can do like this one, but it's not like before, always like a match exactly. And like this one, I feel like the leaf angle different way, so it doesn't work. So this is the only like a designer series paper for a long time. You cannot just cut image from the paper. Okay, so just for you to know. I know sometimes we want to cheat. We don't want. I want to cheat. I don't want to color it. So I will just cut the image from the designer series paper, but this paper just doesn't work out. Okay, just for your information. And the paper I'm using today is from this green paper, the side. Okay, so let's get started. I am cutting the paper. I'm going to set this aside. Hello, Candy. Hello, Cheryl. Okay. I'm cutting this into 5 1/2. I think I already did. And 4 1/4 as a card base. Okay. And we need another piece of white paper. We need to cut this into 3 1/2 by 8 1/2, like that. And we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So basic is kind of half. Okay, I guess this is out of track. Okay, like that. And we're going to cut the designer series paper also at, okay, how do I cut this? 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. So basically it's the same size as a card base, since I already did. And I don't want to cut any extra, so it's a little bit confusing if you see through the camera. So this is what we have, okay? So this is the card base. basically, I'm just gonna to glue the paper to the card base because the designer series paper is still a little bit too soft. Okay, like that. Okay. And this one, you fold it in half. So this will be the card base. You know, I did not fold perfectly, so I'm going to turn this way so it's covered up, okay? So this will be the card front, so card open like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna to use the emboss, using this die. This die, I think they call pattern of friendship die, like that. So since it's straight, so I want to make sure it's straight, okay, on here. If I line against the edge here and against the edge here, I know my paper is straight, okay? So I use the washi tape to do that, okay? When you are running through the machine, since this one, like when you open up, people will see inside, right? So just make sure your plate is clean. Doesn't have a lot of other stuff. So yesterday takes me a while to clean here. So you just need to do like extra attention for that part. And this is just like the regular die, so you don't need to use any special plate for that. So now you can see through the paper, it's actually the die works really well. You know, you can even see from the back of the paper. So now we are just gonna to lift it up. Can you hear it? Okay, and I need to pull it, like, be careful. Okay, see, now you have that like stitch detail. It's not like overpowering, but it's like still gives some texture of the paper. I like it very, very much. So I'm just gonna to glue this. In the center of the card base. Okay. So now we are gonna to do the flower. We have this piece left, and I'm just gonna to use the Memento Black. This Friday is the last day to sign up for the fundraiser if you haven't do that. So this Friday will be the last day. The fundraiser will be held on June 13 and 14. I think it's the second weekend, second Friday and Saturday of June. And this time is will be benefit for, I think it's for called Gospel of Grace, maybe. I don't remember the name. But this is a place to help those people need hospice service, but they don't have insurance. So we like to make sure the money we raise and they stay in local. So this is a very good organization. So if you cannot attend the event, we have the car kit for sale too. That's what also help them. So either the stamp only or the finish one. Okay, so this is number one. We are going to put on here. See, you know they are exactly match the color. And the color I choose is Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, and the Petunia Pop. Okay, so I'm going to go with the lightest color because this is more like a background. And every time I want to make sure I will not use the wrong one, so I try to put the color on my handle so I remember. Otherwise, when you grab the wrong color and put in the wrong ink, sometimes it just mess up your whole project. So you don't want to do that, okay? So we're going to hold on here. If you haven't used this, oh, this is like the brush, okay? It has a lot of hair, so it's not like a sponge. Then you do the circle motion, like you just do like that. Then this is how you use them. Okay, and I'm not gonna to do every place like the same color. Like some of them you rub more times and the color will be darker. You rub less time will be lighter. So I think the nature of the flower will be like that. So that's I do will be look more nature. And the second color I'm using is the Fresh Freesia. So here is number 2. So you kind of need to line them up here. You can see the template kind of block some of the image. So the second color will be this one. Okay. So I'm just gonna to go over more. So the idea of this is like more color, like a layer up, and some of the color will be darker. So just shows on here. So that's just make the flower look very nature and very pretty. And also this way to color the flower is much quicker than you use the blenders. Okay. Okay, and the third color is Petunia Pop. And you can see this is number 3. See, that's how the color add. And now we put the third layer here. The third layer because the open space is getting smaller and smaller. So sometimes you need to look up, you know, to find where they should be. So for me, I kind of look like here, edge here, and also like edge here. So I think they are lined up. So I'm using the Petunia Pop. This is darkest color. Okay. Okay. Wow. You can tell. Yet when I make this card, I did not rub this dark. So the color is off a little bit. Just like I said, you can play with them and you can see how the color turn out. And for the green, I just use the Shine Shimrock. Okay. And here will be 4. They always has the first one for the image is like the whole space. And the next layer, they will have more like a detail. So I'm just using the same color and you just use the rub. And I try not to do too dark. So I just do like that. Okay. Okay. Then the next one, I still using the same color. So this is number 5. So you kind of line them up. Okay. I'm going to add that. And the Stampin' Up's ink, they are water-based. So with this template, you can just use the damp towel to wipe it, or I just bring to the sink and wash it. Okay, so I feel like today's flower, I am using like more, I press harder and I go over more time. So that's the reason compared with this version, is much, much stronger, like it's a pop. Okay. So now I'm using this to cut out the image. See, they line up exactly. Normally, if just for the coloring, I will cut my image and then color, because sometimes like when I cut, I mess it up. If I already spend the time to color it, I will be very upset. But for this kind of thing, I usually color it first, because we are using the mask. So if you have some paper to hold on the masking template, it will be easier, you know, for the image to stay there. Okay, see, this is just like so pretty. Okay, and I'm using this what's the name for this? Pick you up or something. Okay, I need to look up the name again. I always just say it's a tool. If you don't have it, I think the whole thing, original initial set, this is only $12, but actually you can change the head. You know, one side can be this scraper and one side is this poker. And when you push it in and you twist it, you can see it's locked. Okay, and this side is for if you have the sequence. This actually like sticky, so you can pick up the sequence and put on your project. So they also has another tip, is a stylus, and you can change it. And they also, I think there's another set, it's $21. It's another like a tool you can attach to this thing. Has the cutter, has knife, I think. So if you don't have this, actually this is a very cool thing. Okay, I am going to do the sentiment. So there's a lot of good sentiment on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna to do thanks. And because the image has and thanks, so I want to stamp very, very carefully without do the and. Like that. So and is on here, so I'm just gonna to do like that. So I just want to make sure when I do the stamp, and make sure you got on the T but not the N. Okay, so I'm just gonna to stamp here. Okay, like that. I'm just gonna do hand cut it. Okay, like that. I want to trim this, make it a little bit smaller. You can tell I leave this side a little bit longer intentionally, because I am, this mat, Stampin' Up sell them too, so it's easy for you to poke a hole. So I'm going to poke a hole here, like that. And then I'm just gonna to trim the extras from here. Also, on here, I want to poke a hole here. Okay, like that. if you really don't like that. Like that, okay? Then I'm just gonna to cut a linen thread about 8 inch, okay? Then I'm gonna to go through this hole like that, and also go through here. Oh, pen, thank you. It's called take a pic. Okay. Or take your pic, something like that. I don't remember the name. So I'm gonna to tie a bow here. But it's not, you can see it's a little bit loose because I don't want to be so tight and they just attach to the flower. Then I'm gonna to have this go through this side. Ooh. So it's not, sometimes, you know, it's just frayed. It's not easy to, okay. Oh, and like I said, this Friday is the last day to sign up for the fundraiser. And the Saturday, I have my card buffet class. It's on Saturday, 2 o'clock. So if you are interested, please let me know. I still have a couple spots left. What you do is I have 10 cards for you to choose from, and you pick. You will make 6 in any combination you like. And the class fee is $20. So just let me know if you are interested. Okay. So I want them to like a hand over, but it's not like, you know, like attached to there. So that's the reason I did not tie the bow very, very like tight. Okay. Do I? Yes. Okay. So this is a pop dot. I'm just gonna to do the pop dot in the back. And I use every inch of the pop dot. So for the corner one, I just cut them like that because I think people will not see what I have in the back of the things I attach to. So I don't care about the what they look, okay? Yeah, like that. So I'm just going to put on here like angle. You can angle the way you want, and I want to make sure the flower like stay in this way. So I am just gonna to put a pop dot, kind of hold on it, okay? So it's kind of flow nature, but actually kind of intentionally like that, okay? So nothing, no flower don't need glitter. So just wink of the Stella. I go through that with the darkest color because I feel like the darker color actually show the wink of Stella, the glitter better. So like that. Like that. Okay. And the note card will be complete without a bling bling. So this is what we're going to use. I'm putting one in large size and something like that. I don't know why there's a rule. Okay, if you need to do the odd number 3, 5, or 7, I don't know, maybe for me it's unwritten law, but it's the odd number really make the card looks better. Okay, so which color do you like? You like the lighter version or darker version today? And also, this is the one I make with the yellow like that, and you just change the flower, and this is a simple easy card. Like I said, spring, it's just the time for the flower. Oh yeah, I want to show you the other side of the template is for this flower. Okay, the only thing is with this flower, they have more detail area, and they are not attached, so it's very easy to like bend. I did that, so just be careful when you do this flower. Okay, so the other side is the yellow flower here, and I really like this template. Hey, so this is a project I want to show you. Hope you like it. And this is very simple, easy. And I know sometimes you feel like it's just like too normal. So that's a reason if you just do your, the folding part a little bit, you just change a little bit, it actually will make your card look special too. So hope you like today's project. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Like I said, right now, Stampin' Up! Asks you to create your own account so you can accumulate your own point. I think is once you have $20 order, you get 10%, which is $2. So you can use as a discount for the future purchase. If you have any question, just let me know. And you can always see my past project at craftperfect.com. And thank you so much for watching me tonight. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.